Alright, here we got some differences between a 1984 or 85-ish Peavey VTM butcher cab. First of all is the weight. This thing weighs a good 15 pounds more than a comparable Marshall straight 412 cab. It came loaded originally with the G12K 85s, which we know now are actually 100-watt speakers. Exact same thing they sell nowadays, the G12K 100. But yeah, these are better, of course, since they're the older Celestians. Actually made in Ipswich and sound a ton better. Thickness of the cab. You can definitely see here that this cab is a lot thicker all the way around. It comes out to, come on, focus, you bitch. I don't recommend iPhones for making videos. They really suck. But basically we've got 8.3, whatever that is. It's bigger than 3/4, because 7.5 would be a 3/4. So it's probably with the thick ass Tolex. It's actually 3/4 with thick Tolex. And then we go to this guy here. It's actually less than 7 on the scale, so 6.5. So that'd be about 11/32, or no, 16/30, whatever the fuck it is. 5/8. That's what we got. So 5/8 construction compared to the real 3/4 construction. The baffle on these, freaking huge. Without Tolex or any covering on it, it's almost 8/10 of an inch. Which is, so, not a full inch, but damn near close. It's bigger than 3/4 plywood. It's the old school big plywood shit, with room left for it to be planed down and all that. Let me go up to the Marshall and see what it says here. Same 5/8 shit that's on the outside pretty much. So 6/10 of an inch. So we're 5/8 plywood. And look at the back. You can obviously see this chipboard doesn't like to be hit with things. So anyway, back on this is chipboard. Back on the Marshall. Real 3/4 inch freaking thick birch plywood. Look how beautiful that wood is. Gorgeous. I mean, that's not seconds wood. That's wood there that's finishable. You could sand that and finish it. I mean, that's what a good job they did on these cabs. And then finally, we got speaker mounting studs in the Peavey. So rather than trying to keep lining up screws and blowing the freaking nut, screw nut, whatever things, star nuts that go on the back out constantly, which always happens with Marshalls. Try to take the screw out and a little star nut falls out of it. But these have basically nails that go through the baffle, and then they're threaded with little, and then you can just put the speaker over the posts and screw the nut down. So anyway, when I start building custom 412s, they are definitely going to be built off of this design rather than a Marshall. The unfortunate thing though is that Marshall holds its value and sells better than the damn Peavey stuff, and that is unfortunate because the Peavey stuff blows it away. Yeah, here you can see this. Usually shitty birch, which this is birch. I mean, you can see the plies there on the handle. It is good birch plywood. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, you know, lighter and thinner than what some people use. And but you can see that whatever they fucking call them, egg or something in the wood, where they go ahead and fill the holes in the sheet and then throw it on there. And usually you'll see that on the back of a good piece of plywood. It'll be finished on one side and then have these on the back covering knots and shit, which is kind of a newer development in wood, I think. because you don't ever see that in Peaveys at all. It's usually really good quality plywood without any, even though they paint it black and wrap it with Tolex, you never see any kind of shit like that, at least back in the old days. All right, there you go.